I beg for the days of simplicity. This one's tough, AK Powders. Now, we have a 98 Marvel Comics annual here starring Captain America Citizen B. Just because I want to give you guys a little bit of an example. I think something was lost when we got out of the Image era. So Marvel as a main date for a lot of their books, and some of them would even have information on the inside here, right? For this one is ad space. They went into detail of who the characters were leading into stories, and then they did these nice previously recaps, and we have that here for Fantastic Four issue 582, right? We have a little bit of a recap here. I'm laughing because this doesn't help the book at all. And it's not a like a format versus presentation, right? Because like this is format and presentation, and is presenting the story, and the reader has like a little bit of a index to reference things against. It's not about that, because see, this is in supplement to the things that is already worked into the story. At one time, let's just say, quick example, this previously section, you would get like, maybe like 4 or 5 pages of the book dedicated to bringing the reader up to speed and setting things up next. And if the writer and the team around the book was good enough, you would also have your character recaps very quickly. I mean, and we're talking sometimes within the first page or the first 3 pages. And usually, here's the wild thing. When we really read comics, we notice that the tail end of the book is really the issue, because it sums up a little bit of a plot point, like some things move forward, could be even an action scene. But then we have a quick resolution and we set it up for the next issue. Real estate-wise, comic book creators, if you're dealing with the 22-page format, you kind of have 10 to 12 pages of, like the meat of the story. Because comic books are disposable and they're episodic. Hickman here, he complicates it so much, and Marvel lets him do it. The previously does nothing. This does nothing, because we start reading this, and it's kind of cool. Like we have, and this is where too, like we need, like I don't want to say we need better artwork if we're going to have the same exact face on all of these panels, and each one's like kind of like a variant, and right, like we need a way to tag it. We just need it. But we see that like there's one Franklin versus another Franklin, and they're killing each other, and it's just madness. And then we get into the Sue Storm like flashback, and then we get like Doctor Doom here. But is it really Doctor Doom? Is it this guy? Valeria? I don't know. But we look, returning to the past. Nathaniel has sought out the aid of the college-age Reed, Ben, and Victor Von Doom in combating the Beast. So it's like, what? So we get some of this, right? We get some Doctor Doom, we get some back and forth. And it's just like, it's just stuff like this. Oh yes, the end. Would you like to beg for your life? And he's like, go to hell, right? Defiant. More people die. Doctor Doom kills like the one. So like we don't. Even though we got to previously, the story itself doesn't recap anything. Okay? And this is a major arc. This is like, people are back reading Fantastic Four when it comes to this time in Marvel history. But it's nothing but confusion. And this becomes the standard. And then we get this like Sue Storm flashback. Right? Baxter Building, the present. And then we're jumping into this like, I don't know, like Savage Land. He's in Jurassic Park. And then they go back and forth, and he like shatters the reality, and he goes like, well, I'm shutting off the way that you use your powers, but I'm going to turn them back on. And he's like, no, I need like a point of reference. And you're just like, how is this entertainment? How is this even worth $3? And then we'll get people that sing the praises of the Hickman stuff. This is it's not just deconstruction, it's absolutist deconstruction. That's the term. I just invented that term. Absolutist deconstructionist. That's what Hickman is. Because nothing in this single issue here I view as a return to center. There's no adventure. There's just more bigger stakes. And then these two, like, they fall into like this void. And then, you know, like the one Nathan Richards, like it's an alternate mother with an alternate son. And then they're like jump, and then it's like, you know, they're off to go do something. This is it, aka Patters. And I view a lot of this and we've recently done this for John Cassidy. If we look at Uncanny Avengers, I mean, Professor Xavier's dead. So, right, I mean, I get it, he's died before, but it's like, you can't bring him back. Wolverine somehow is the guy everyone shows up to listen to. It's like, what? And my approach to all of these is as if I'm just walking into it. Because again, I may walk into a comic shop and be like, oh my God, I love John Cassidy, Uncanny Avengers. Like, you put I'm in. Like, and Rogue, cool Rogue design is a little bit of a callback, but I am in. And that's how you would read or purchase the book. Rick Remender does the same thing as Hickman. It's a deconstructionist. Like, there's no turning back. Because then it's like, boom, Cyclops locked up. So it's like Cyclops now forever needs to be the villain, which is fine, but you need to make it into like a giant big arc and then roll in new characters underneath, which doesn't happen. So we get through this issue, and you guys saw this with the John Cassidy episode, because I go through this, in decent detail. But the Red Skull steals the brain of Professor Xavier. So, which is a bit that the Red Skull likes to do from time to time. There's no turning back. And we saw this. So what happens from this point is, like, you make Fantastic Four into a giant confusing multiverse. There's no characters that are like, and here too, they reference anchor beings in this. So maybe this first appearance of anchor beings, I don't know. But there's no gravity to the book because the characters are fluid. There's no one for us to hold on to, and the storyline is so big and destructive. There's no like Kramer crashing through the door. Like, there's no normal reality for the reader to return to with these characters. If everything is destructive and constantly moving forward, you eventually end up with no characters. And when Marvel tried to create new characters, they failed. It's one of their biggest L's. It really is. I don't know, AK Powders. If you guys wanted to see that what some of the destruction and the loss of practice of the American comic book industry, look no further than Fantastic Four 582.